Are you tired of blasting the same old bands on repeat? Well, today I'm hooking you up with 5 new metal and rock acts that you need to know about. We've got a little bit of everything here. Classic heavy metal, black metal, prog twist, and a wildcard that just might blow your mind. And as usually, we're all over the world. We're in Japan, we're in England, and we're in a country that I didn't even know had metal bands. And the last band in this video has actually been on repeat for me for the last few weeks. Great band, can't wait to tell you about it. First up, we're hitting Bournemouth in England with South of Salem. Now this band started in 2018. They're kind of straddling between hard rock and heavy metal. They're 2 albums down. The last one, called Death of the Party, came out in 2024. Let's hear a little sample. Now this is high quality modern heavy metal. Gritty vocals, great hooks, dark riffs, and a great sound. So if you're into bands like Black Veil Brides or Avenged Sevenfold, then this is something up your alley. Now let's head over to Slovenia. That's pretty random, right? I never thought that I would have a band from that country on one of my episodes. This band is called Challenger, and since 2016 they've been dishing out this old school heavy metal, but with a little bit of a speed metal twist sometimes. So this band has made 1 EP and 1 full album called Force of Nature that came out in 2024. It took me a little while to digest this band somehow, but then I fell in love with that rawness and that vibe that it has, this retro feeling somehow. And the vocals are really, really interesting here. So this is for anyone who's kind of fan of, I don't know, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Saxon and the likes, you know, it's a little bit of a melting pot of all of this stuff. Check this band out. Now before we go further, I want to tell you about the tool that I use every week to find new metal and rock bands just like these in this video. I curate this playlist on Spotify called New Metal and Rock Weekly, and every Friday that playlist gets updated with all new releases from that week. These can be old bands, new bands, big bands, small bands, and everything in between. And now you can use that playlist as well. There is a link in the first comment below. Now we're back in the UK with Phantom Spell. They mix kind of prog with modern metal. Super interesting stuff. They made 1 full album that came out in 2022 called Immortal's Requiem. You gotta hear this stuff. Now this album is all over the place and it always keeps you guessing what's next, but the next is usually something interesting. It's hard to find something exactly like this, but I guess if you like bands like Haken or Opeth or Porcupine Tree or something, this is a band for you. And by the way, I'm actually going to put a link to all these bands in the first comment below. Now we're off to Japan with Hanabie, an all-female band founded in 2015. They made 2 full albums, the last one in 2023 called Reborn Superstar. Like most other Japanese bands, it's hard to put Hanabie in a box, you know, like they're kind of all over the place and they don't seem to have this kind of genre restrictions or anything like that. So it's a little bit of everything. So it's hard to say whom this exactly is for, but if you like something crazy, different, and played to perfection, then check out Hanabie. The last band on the list is Dödsrit. They're a black metal band with a dual citizenship. They're both from the Netherlands and from Sweden, and they've been active since 2018. They've made 3 full albums. The last one, called Nocturnal Will, came out in 2024. Now out of the bands in this video, this is the band that I've played the most. This album has just been on repeat for me for weeks now. Now this is raw and icy, but also very kind of melancholic and atmospheric. It's an interesting mix, and then it has this kind of crust side to it, which makes it even more interesting, and the riffs here are super, super cool. If you're into bands like Marduk, Darkthrone maybe, then you're probably into this. So there you have it, 5 new bands to shake up your playlist. Did you know any of those bands? And what are the bands that you have discovered that I need to know about? Please tell me in the comments. Guys, I'm also going to put a link to all the previous episodes that I've done about new bands that I had discovered in the first comment below. That's going to be right next to that playlist link, New Metal and Rock Weekly, so you can subscribe to that and check out more of my videos. And guys, here is actually my last episode. That was super interesting. There was stoner rock, there was classic heavy metal, there was thrash metal, there was death metal, and a very, very interesting band from Indonesia.